takes me a few minutes to kind of get reacclimated on the bike. Like I can't just hop on and just go like stink. It takes me a few minutes to just kind of get warmed up. It's real weird. Oh, what's up, guys? It is Flashwing. Obviously, it's me. You guys know where you're at. You know why you're here. Merging is always such a pain in the ass. So I don't usually do political topics on my channel. There is a cop up there. I did want to talk about guns. I wanted to talk really briefly about the subject of guns again, for the fact that, you know, we've just kind of come off the heels of the mass shooting in San Bernardino, which is looking more and more like terrorism every single day. I've done a vlog previously talking about self-defense and carrying concealed, and you can feel free to check that video out for some additional information on what I'm going to talk about today. And this also coincides with another vlog that I've done about the victim mentality, about how too many people in America aspire to become victims, where victimization is held up as the ultimate plane of existence, where you're free from judgment and ridicule and responsibility. So these two kind of connect, because I firmly believe, and I know I'm probably going to take some heat for saying this, but being a victim is a choice that we all make. Now, that does not mean that victims of crimes deserve to be victims. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that being a victim is a choice that we all make. We choose to not be prepared. We choose to not be aware. We choose to not take situations seriously. Those are the kinds of choices which lead to being a victim. That, and unfortunately being in the wrong place at the wrong time. We all have a choice when it comes to our safety. We can roll the dice and hope that we're not one of the few Americans that are gunned down by somebody that we know or that we don't know. We hope that we're never assaulted or raped, or God forbid, murdered. But the fact of the matter is that there's always a chance. And because of that, we need to be prepared. Now, I'm not saying firearms are always the answer, but they're the answer for me, and they're the answer for millions of other Americans. I choose not to be a victim. I choose to get training. I choose to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, emotionally prepared as best I can, to defend myself and to defend the people that are around me, the people that I care about, should the need arise. I won't be a victim. I won't go out being a crumpled mass on the floor begging for my life. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to get shot. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to get killed. But I'll be damned if I'm going to go out begging and groveling, because that's the last thing that I want to have happen to me. I won't be a victim, and I certainly hope that all of you out there choose not to be victims. That we can argue the statistics, that we can argue the minutia, and I'm not really going to do that here. All I'm going to say is that you have a choice about either taking responsibility for your safety or surrendering that responsibility to the police, who can't be everywhere all the time. They just can't. It's physically impossible. And the police, who also cannot react until a crime has been committed, and by then it's too late. So you all have to make a choice about whether or not you want to be a victim. I certainly hope that you will join me and millions of other Americans in not being a victim. Be more aware. Wake up. Too many people don't pay attention to the things around them. Signs and warnings that go on around us. There's so much that's telegraphed, but we're so busy being in our phones and being in the clouds and, you know, being on television shows and games and any number of other distractions. You guys got to wake up, be aware. So that's all I'm going to say for the moment about guns and San Bernardino and things like that. It's a tragedy that these things happen, but it's even more of a tragedy that no one was in a position to fight back. Truly. I want to shift gears completely because I saw an article the other day that I wanted to talk about, and it was this note that Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, who I don't remember her name, left for their new child, their new unborn child. They're going to be parents. And it was this long, sappy letter, and you know, it was very heartwarming and beautiful. And in this letter, Zuckerberg and his wife both pledged to give away 99% of all of their Facebook stock to charity. Now that's pretty bold, right? To charity. Well, yeah, you know, it's to technology companies and things like that. So it's like, well, it's charity, but yeah, well, anyway. And the media and some of the, you know, philanthropists like Bill Gates and his wife, and they were just so happy, and so everyone's so impressed, and they're so elated. Oh, look at these two! Look how generous they are! Look how amazing! Look what amazing people these two are! Aren't they just a standard for us all to live by? And I just get irritated. I have an old-fashioned view on charity where I don't talk about it. I don't talk about the money that I give people or the things that I do for people. I don't talk about it, and I feel like that's a very appropriate way to do it, because I'm not a charitable person because I want recognition. I'm a charitable person because I feel like it's the right thing to do. You know, and it really bothers me when I see people waving that around as some kind of a badge of honor. And I'm always suspicious of it as well. And in this case, what really struck me is the fact that they're giving praise to Zuckerberg and his wife for something that they haven't even done. They're just pledging to give this money away. I mean, who's going to hold them accountable? Over the course of their lifetime? We're never going to know. I mean, they chose to make this public. They chose to send out a press release about this message, you know, and let the world know that they were gonna, you know, make a better world for tomorrow. And I don't question their motives. I know some people were, you know, wondering if they were doing it for tax implications, or, you know, of course, some people out there you just can't make happy. I mean, they get angry when they believe that the rich don't give away any of their money, and then when the rich do give away their money, they're suspicious of it. You know, that it's not really authentic. See, I'm not advocating that viewpoint. What I'm saying is number one, if they, you know, if they're going to give money away to charity, do it in secret. There's no reason to involve the rest of the world. There's no reason to tell the rest of us, unless, of course, you're using it as a publicity stunt or a bragging right. In which case, it really takes away the. It really, as far as I'm concerned, takes away the virtue of charity. But more importantly, is they haven't done anything. They haven't given any money away. They're still holding on to the money that they're pledging to give up, you know, and there's not going to be any accountability. I mean, we're not going to know. So it feels very disingenuous, and in poor taste. So, as I try not to get ran over by this garbage truck here, or get stopped by the police. Thanks for riding with me today, guys. Just a couple quick topics today. Feel free to sound off in the comments below, and we'll see you out there. Assuming I don't get pulled over and arrested.